Okay. Ooh, record Ragnarok came out. Nice. Mhm. Damn, T got hit.
Anyway, I'm off arguing with that stupid ass bitch. Bro, I'm really getting in the field right now because I'm trying to get another viral moment just like my other account.
See.
I know, bitch is literally getting roasted. Bro, a sex worker is really trying to like play me, talking about how I'ma never have sex and die alone because she's getting played and being like. First of all, you're under a thread sharing your experiences getting lied to and played by men. These niggas,
How do you talk shit
I'm
after you
I'm
just
gonna talk
admitted?
shit about my own demographic. These niggas are the biggest bozos on the planet, bro. The only reason you women be dumb enough to get played by these niggas and they so unintelligent is because y'all be dick deprived and thirsty. That's the only reason. Like that is
Yeah.
literally the only reason, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all smarter than these niggas 9 times out of 10. The only reason you get played is because that nigga had some advantage over you, which is usually that you wanted to fuck him so bad that you ignore certain things.
No, dignitization is a crazy thing. It's crazy.
But that's what I'm just saying.
All
It's
money's
like, bro, the reason why you getting so mad and you just withdraw from the conversation and start insulting me and my shit is because you know I'm right. Like, y'all be letting yourself get played, and then y'all get on here and take y'all experiences from getting played and then try to project it on men. And the crazy thing is, we know it's wrong when men are doing it. When men get on, right now, I feel like all men, well, not all men, but the general consensus from men and the general consensus of women, if you get on fucking any type of platform and you mention gold diggers, like the word gold diggers, like if you just mention it out your mouth, everybody cringe. Because we already know where you're going. How do we get to that point socially? Is because we know that it's cringe for these niggas to take their experiences of getting played out for their money and project that onto women in general. So why would it be insane, not to say how corny it is, that that's literally all women do every single fucking day? Like, what?
So yeah, just to let you know, this isn't the Wolves Den podcast. This is the more.
Bro, this is the first 6 minutes. This is the more.
No, I'm just kidding. This comedy how the Mords start off though.
It would be how the
You know what? Let's flip it real quick. Flip the dogs over and just soak it up.
This ain't even really slanderous towards women because
it's just
this is literally just common sense.
Remember, somebody come in there around with that beat. Look at him. He hate women so much. He ain't never gonna get no pussy.
Because majority of the time, the reason why I know stupid shit that niggas do is because women come back and they report the shit that, like, what
the niggas do. Yeah.
If I literally a normal nigga that's like just minding his business, isn't the type to just be in any bit like bitch's face, right? We don't know what kind of game these niggas are like, bro. We over here chilling, minding our business. Like, they really hate the reality that there is just a huge portion of niggas that are like in the cut,
not involved with that
not
bullshit.
trying to play you guys out your pussy like 24/7. Like,
no, y'all know what's going on, and y'all act like y'all don't know, but y'all really.
So when these niggas is getting, the only reason I know how these other niggas is playing y'all is because y'all get on Twitter and tell everybody exactly how y'all exactly got played. And then the thing is,
never how they be playing. It's how they play.
Y'all share all the game plan, yet the same results keep happening every day. How the hell? I've seen this same tweet 5 times in a row. Y'all calling out niggas for lying, just for y'all to keep coming out every day with a viral tweet talking about how niggas are lying and taking advantage of you. How the fuck do y'all know? Y'all know the game plan. Y'all know what it looks like. Y'all know the signs. Y'all describe it to a T every single day, and y'all still getting played. At some point, it ain't the niggas. It's y'all are naive and gullible as fuck. Like, it has nothing to do with us.
It's both. If niggas just didn't present us these options, then we wouldn't fall for these options. Why don't niggas tighten up so our options are better?
And why the hell this shit will not plug into this thing?
That is funny though. That's the exact argument though. Just you niggas just tighten up y'all niggas. Like, just create a community of niggas who tighten up the niggas so we have better options.
Meanwhile, everything that we actually hate about them, they over there just enforcing it. And literally
about it
not
too.
Telling other women not to do it.
Literally cacking about it and defending the most vanguardish defense around whatever bullshit.
That's the crazy thing is when women are like, and that's the crazy thing. That's why they always do. They always get into this shaming language of like trying to tell you about how the sex that you're supposedly not getting when you start pulling a card. Yeah. That's exactly how I know. I was like, oh, I'm saying the right shit because, bro. It literally does not speak to my ability to get women or anything by letting you know that you are literally a bozo. Because you guys are literally willingly coming online and admitting to us that y'all are bozos. Like, how am I wrong for that? How am I wrong for simply just stating your reality back at y'all? Like, what?
A nigga would be a loser if he came on and said,
I literally was just saying it, and they knew that I was telling the truth. If a nigga got on the platform and said, oh man, all these women do is play nice in your face and literally just get money and then leave, or they get like whatever. The thing is that they get offended by comparing money to like sexual access to them, but it's like, We don't care about sexual. Like that's the thing. We place value. Y'all place extreme values, whether it be naturally, mentally, whatever y'all want to say. That's where y'all value is. This is where niggas values at. Y'all play games to take that away from a nigga, knowing that it's guarded. It's obviously something that most niggas are guarded about. So y'all play games to get that shit, just like niggas play games to get the bucks. I don't understand why they would be so offended about that being compared when that's obviously the common ground that you niggas. They just want it to just not be a big deal that they manipulate niggas to take advantage of them, because it's just like, oh wait, if we convince you guys that manipulating us out of sex hold way more weight than money, then we can never be held accountable for the fact that we manipulate you guys, because it's just not a big deal. It's almost like, oh, you know how niggas could use 400 years of oppression to completely nullify their responsibilities to not just walk around and treat every other minority or white person they see like a piece of shit. They could just straight up just be like,
yeah,
I've been oppressed for 400 years. It's like, okay, well, yeah, we know that, but that don't mean just walk around and treat everybody like a piece of shit.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely the part of, when niggas get stupid and they try to play that card, and it's just like, bro, now
you're just reducing the shit, and that's why the red pill shit is growing. That's why there's a hostile environment of the thing, because at some point, you women are not actually genuinely trying to have a conversation. Y'all not genuinely trying to improve this shit. Y'all are just throwing out dog whistles to guard you guys from, taking accountability of your own actions. Like, and they keep saying like, well, no, the other person that's lying to me is accountable. No, you're accountable once this is such a consistent thing that you feel like you need to come on Twitter to even complain about it. That means you constantly get played. And if you constantly getting played, that's your fault. If you found out that niggas is lying and that there's a possibility, why would that not be something you know? Like, niggas is not Denzel Washington level actor. These niggas is not the cream of the crop.
I don't know, bro. They might be the Cuba Gooding
It's just like, bro, when niggas are so infatuated. The thing is, women just can't fathom themselves to that they're that infatuated. Because when a nigga is infatuated with a woman and then he willingly just gives up his wallet, like a girl doesn't even have to put on her best game.
She just literally is there.
We're like, because that's what they telling us. That's the crazy thing. We don't dissect it like this because we're so blinded by the like gender shit. Because it's like, you would call it for what it is if a nigga came on and be like, well, women was just so good at manipulating me. I just had to give, like, why don't we just
had to give them my money. Why don't women just stop being limited?
Yeah, like, no, y'all would be like, what the fuck?
You couldn't do that ever.
You have to, they would put the responsibility on yourself to sort yourself, to like be like, all right. So that's why it's just like,
it's just funny. It's super funny because it's like, why don't y'all just change the whole way niggas act? You people get together and shit. Why don't y'all just look out for yourself? Just look out for yourself. That's just all it is. That's the only advice.
It's just be consistent. It's either one way or the other. We can't be just one way when y'all won't feel like complaining. Because when niggas are complaining and they're trying to like make this a known thing and ask you guys to stop, y'all just say pick better women. Vet a little bit better. They'll like, all of these things is just like, it's not that big of a deal. You niggas are broke. Y'all don't even got gold to take from. Blah 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 blah. It's all this disregard. So. Equally, there's just going to be disregard. That's the thing. It's just niggas never think about how that shit is just going to return back to them. They disregard, when niggas are venting about these things. So now when they come out and they're like, oh, nigga, because this is a very, like, on par comparison. They just won't accept that it is, but that's what made me attack this post so hard, because, bro, Nick coming on and trying to complain and project that onto every man in a world that you are getting lied to and niggas are pretending to be nice to have sex with you is literally just like on par with a nigga getting on Twitter and being like, I was lied to and she was being nice, so I gave up my money. Like,
took advantage of me because she was nice.
We all know the reason why we shame niggas is because we all know that niggas are like very much like horny creatures. That's our optic, that's our visual, so they immediately assume what it exactly is, because it is what it is. Like, niggas are horny as fuck, they don't think straight, they give their money up. Women thirsty as fuck, they don't think straight, they give their pussy up. It's the same thing. All you gotta, and at that point, you just, if once we now notice, now that we say this out loud, the responsibility is on you. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you can't just get on Twitter and start projecting that on. every nigga ever. Like once you know that, like once it's said out loud, it's over.
Yeah.
And if we said this, that's the crazy thing.
Nobody wants to be that.
We said this reality out loud 5 million times. This might be the 5 million one time we said this reality out time. And women play stupid every single time while niggas are just rolling their eyes, not trying to deal with that conversation because it's just like, nigga, we said what it is multiple times. Not every niggas is lying. The niggas that y'all are infatuated are the ones lying to you because they know that they can play you. As simple as that.
Okay, but why can't you make it to where every nigga is not a slime instead of not every nigga is a slime? Ah. That's just the craziest goalpost. Just every nigga not shitty.
That's why, that shit. But anyway, to this fucking moment, man. That shit is just stupid. But right now, I'm like, I was going back and forth for my alt account, but I could not get a ratio like my fucking.
You wanted that ratio so bad, bro. You hungry for it? Calm down. Yeah. Oh man, that was kind of gross.
Sorry, I was just bringing up this shit.
Yeah, I know.
What are we starting? Chainsaw Man? I guess we could do Chainsaw Man. There's ain't much I got to say about this shit anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean it was interesting. We were definitely theorizing different. So I guess recap.
What were we
theorizing? Recap of Chainsaw. I mean, at first we were just like, who the devil could be that was causing all these niggas to fall out and commit suicide and everything like that. And, it's like, okay, maybe it's got to be a horseman. That's a crazy power or something. Or not exactly a horseman, maybe, but they were popping up. Famine did pop up. So, and war is prevalently there. And then it wouldn't surprise me if it was a horseman because it had just been a second. I know Famine's kind of still in the cut, but at this point, he could be random. But, I don't know. I guess the fact that it was just a falling devil didn't really dawn on me.
Yeah, I really feel like it should have been called the Suicide Devil, to be honest.
That would have probably been a lot more accurate to what happened because literally they just said, "Hey, you want to just?"
It's just as accurate because they did fall. So
it is. It's just I don't know, like the mind control power.
The way that it was executed at the end of that last chapter, where they were just suddenly just like, "Yeah, you just want to die,"
and then they just jumped, and it was like, okay. Why did they all specifically jump? I didn't think of the fact that they all specifically jumped.
Well, yeah, they all did fall, but it's like for falling to be the fear, and then for them to so willingly want to like succumb to falling and like dying doesn't really.
Was the weird part because it's just like he just instills the memories, or I don't know, whatever it was. He makes you relive weird memories, and you can get inside your head. So that's really just the deceiving part. It was like. I don't know. I couldn't see that coming. But I guess that's why we can't ever really know what that nigga's thinking. That was probably the best pump fake he ever got me with for right now. Because then for a second, while she was putting the head on and everything, I was like, that's not Santa Claus, is it? This isn't like some puppet devil bullshit. But no, then she just, said like the falling devil. I was like, okay. And then even that little thing in the, in the stomach. Because then it was like, maybe Justice Devil's doing something again? And then, oh, man, it was just weird. Falling Devil's weird.
You know
Yeah, she put on a chef hat.
why is she wearing the fucking chef hat? Is that like
I
her?
don't.
Is that her breast? That's not her breast.
What?
That has to be like no, that
Oh, the
are
arms in
those
front. Yeah,
are
those are
her
the
breasts.
arms.
No, those are her
Oh no,
breasts.
no, no.
They look
Both
ridiculous
of
in
them.
the shirt.
Yeah. Hey man, I mean, she is kind of poking out her like front, and then like the part of the shirt goes down directly, so it's just
And she's still
constricting.
like it's weird because it's like
Her back is arched,
that
like rear forward.
doesn't that doesn't look the way she looks. It's like weird because it kind of does
It's
like
very
well now that
disturbing.
it's like when you look at her naked, it's like okay it makes sense. But then when she puts on clothes, she literally look like she's shaped like a fucking goddamn
Fruit.
yeah like a fucking what's it, like one of them fucking
It's a right angle. It's a
the
literal right
the creatures from fucking they look like ants. They look like she look like a fucking ant or something.
angle.
Like a bug or something like I don't know, like some kind of like fucking arthropod or something.
The fuck?
I don't know.
I
Like
mean,
she
it was
just
just weird the fact that she looks like that with all the arms and everything, because I don't know how that particularly relates
the
to
only thing I
falling.
like about her design is that
So
her eyes are closed and there's like blood streaks coming out of like her face. Like
I did notice
her
she was
facial
holding her
design
head
and
too.
everything and how her head is like being held up by arms is probably the dopest. Everything else is like what the fuck.
It is cool. I just keep wondering the relevance of her look. I mean, maybe it has none, but it's just weird, and because or this whole chef attire she's got going on, that whole chef thing, that's just also quirky. But I don't know why the falling devil would look like this, because I don't know, some of them look pretty basic, because basic bat devil, chainsaw, all of that. But I guess how do you personify falling? And I don't know. I guess that's just it. I almost believe like he just felt. I almost believe he just said fuck it, like drew some scribbles and sticks, and it was like, hey, what if I just give like a bitch's body multiple arms? Yeah, make it something just gruesomely weird. Because this almost kind of feels inspired by a lot of like kind of older characters in media that have like the aesthetic of like a head being held up by arms stretching out. So I feel like I don't know. It's in my head, like, but I can't remember references to like the shows or whatever the hell. But I don't know. That's an interesting design he went with, and the fact that it showed Asa's like memory and everything like that, so we actually get a look into her past, which is crazy that she's just
Oh
been
yeah,
done
yeah.
like.
Speaking of her past, man, one thing I gotta say about that shit, bro, is the fact that like I like find it like I don't know, man. Is this like the impact of like what actually happened and everything? It's like I don't know, man. It's just like I understand it. I understood what happened. I got the gravity of like what happened. I understand that that's like a trauma. The cat she like literally saved in spite of her like mom's life or like in transaction of like her mom's life she saved this fucking cat or whatever and then you go drown it because you're trying to like make it fair amongst or like she just hated the cat.
Yeah, that's
I
funny.
don't it,
She hated the fact that she had family and nobody else had family. I was like, bro, man, that's nuts. It's a cat.
it's like yeah it's like not even a thing that talks.
But cats can learn to talk one day because they
But
can
yeah,
mimic
it's
human.
like I don't know. It was
Uh,
so shoved in there that it was like I read it and it's just the emotional
just
impact
a
that I feel like
random
I
traumatic
should have
memory.
had. I didn't really get because it was just so goofy. Like even the way she
I
looked at
mean,
the end, it's like I didn't.
I guess it kind of makes sense though as to like her character's whole deal because her standoffishness with everybody because it's just like okay, well, fuck
Well,
everybody
no,
because
I give what the scene was trying to execute. I'm just describing how I felt after leaving it because of what I'm looking at. Which
yeah,
I guess visually it is part of the execution, but like what I meant, like I get the overall point of what he was trying to do here or why it's placed here. I know why it's placed here. I know like what the background is trying to tell me about her. It's just I get yeah I guess that's what it is. It's I get the point. I understand why it's there. It's the execution that left of what I of all of that shit that left me like weirded out because it's just yeah it just It's honestly just the way that Fujimoto draws faces.
Yeah,
It
that's
leaves
the
certain
blank
scenes
expressions
where
and
like I can't exactly grab of any like there's like supposed to be multiple things that's supposed to let you know what the fuck is happening in these type of books. Like, and there's two levels that I already understand exactly. Like, I understand the point of why this is put here. I understand what the backstory is telling me about, Mataka. I understand that it is trauma and it's connecting to what's happening. So everything else within the context of why this is here, I get, is just the execution of visually. Like, I'm supposed to visually look at the faces, and that's also supposed to be telling me the story. But the way that she look, I don't even know what this look is. Like the one in the bottom corner, like what is that? Is that anger? Is that
you mean like
like
the nurse lady or
yeah?
Asa? The nurse lady. I mean, yeah, that's kind of a little like that's one of those black
Is
little
that's what
flashes,
I would assume,
like because
but
she's
that's
looking at her
not
like
a good execution of that scowl at all.
I feel like that was a good like pause
Because
face
I
because
can't
she
even
asked
see
her.
her eyebrows, so I don't really even know if she's actually scowling.
Yeah, because they're pointed like down. They're like pointed diagonally,
They're
so
in the
she's like
same
doing.
direction in the top panel though. Like she doesn't really look that different. It's the same with
No, like
Asa in these two panels. Like she's supposed to be shocked
no,
at
but
the
see the
bottom, but she
panel,
looks
the
exactly
panel
like
right
it.
above her is she like they're like up, right? They're not like tilted, and she's got like her nose kind of scrunched.
I
You can see like her
can't
nose.
tell because this nigga decided to give her bangs. I can't tell. Like I just
Hey man, I can see but I can see the eyebrows. Yeah, she's giving her a scowl, and she's just
is
and the
it?
way she just
And then
yeah,
it's
because
like within the context of what she said afterwards, it doesn't even really seem like that matches up. But I don't know.
well, because she's a nut, so it's like she just the way she looked at her for asking that question to her was like, "Bitch, the fuck, you supposed to forget about that cat?" And she just hates her, so it makes sense. She just bullshit her like that, and that look of just ugh, she just looks so disgusted.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you could have drawn that bitch a little bit better. I
Yeah,
really do. I understand that's part of its charm, but sometimes it's something that I enjoy, especially in the first part where everything was like way more like comedy driven. Now we're actually like in the thick of it, and that was a critique I have of Fire Punch because when things really start to get in the thick of it, where I really need all the cues of what the fuck I need to understand, like I need to understand everything to follow along. It's getting to that point, and I always miss out visually because this nigga draws, so he draws facial expressions so strange.
this man is
But
unorthodox.
it's something I don't want him to not do because I enjoy it. But and in moments like this is one of the moments where I'm just like, bro, I wish you were a normal person.
Bro, and then this
And
panel
then yeah, she's
with
in
the
the fucking
falling upward
yeah, she's
to
in the
hell.
upside down.
Well, I guess I don't know. It's weird because I'm like, bro, are they? I mean, nobody else seems to notice. I think that they're all falling, are they?
Uh, well,
Or no,
that
maybe
guy
they.
did say whoa, and then they are making faces of like So I don't know, and that guy is looking up like, oh my god.
Oh, okay, okay. I was about to say because I saw the other one in the middle, and I saw the other two, like the lady looking to the side. So I was like, oh, maybe they can't see him. But yeah, now the fact the sky just blackens and niggas start falling up into doors to hell, I was like, bro, that's kind of crazy. I know falling is a fear and all, but that's like anti gravity.
Is that where they're going to hell? Where you get that context
Yeah,
from?
she said she was trying to, because she said she was trying to
The
serve her up in
lower
hell.
the lower the heart sinks, the higher the body falls. That's the concept of this. The request of the residents of
Well, and
hell.
I guess that's the doors. I kind of assumed that it's the doors too. Could have sworn she said something about taking her to hell though.
She said I'm visiting at the request of the residents of hell. For the warning, those who don't finish their food will taste death.
And then the Hell Devil when he opened up his thing and took Chainsaw Man, he opened up a door from the sky. But it could just be her own dimension too.
I think she's just killing these niggas.
Maybe. I don't know. Because that does line up with the what you call it, the Hell Devil's doors. And I would think I don't know. It might make sense that she would try to get Asa to hell. Just to, well, I don't know. We don't really know why she's after Asa. I guess they just want to get War out the cut for some reason. And I thought Chainsaw Man was the issue, but maybe they just don't want to fuck with Chainsaw Man at this point. Which is crazy because we really don't have any insight into. I mean, we know War is weakened from the fights or whatever the hell been going on, but no, he's weakened from War not being. Never mind. Thinking the right thing. But either way, I don't know. I don't know why anything's happening. Chainsaw Man is interesting, and he is literally just teasing us by.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why the Falling Devil was just. This is just like, yeah, they randomly just in a battle. And it's so weird because I'm so used to him kind of like stream. Like, there was a lot of different like random engagements and stuff, I guess, in part 1. But
it was a long time of just chilling, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of like fitting, but it is kind of just weird because I feel like this is like where the momentum of like being more plot driven would be, you know.
Oh yeah, no. I thought, if anything, I thought there was going to be more.
This
chilling.
is kind of like giving the appeal of like maybe like literally a hell devil fucking trapped in the fucking hotel room type shit going on. When I'm expecting like more primal fear, fucking all of the conversations about the horsemans, the fucking
like we're getting no context or anything. That's my biggest complaint with Chainsaw Man 1. Is that I had no context.
Like,
for all
we're
this
just
shit.
dealing with another devil, which honestly I don't even understand the ranks because they're just all just capable of just some fucking bizarre shit. They're all just so ridiculous that it doesn't really even matter.
Like, bro, how do you deal with this besides just being overly dominatingly powerful?
And she's so
so she can't get
shook. The fucking that bitch can't even take over.
Yeah, and it's just. I mean, I guess I don't even know if Yoru could do anything because Yoru is so scared too at this point, and this just seems so busted. Like, what? To be able to lock off the devil inside you, to be able to make you lose the gravity and fly up, and also re-traumatize you, sorry, and possibly send you to hell or wherever that is going to be. That's just. Oh, also, yeah, convince you to commit suicide. Bro. And somehow also construct itself from the bodies of those that just committed suicide. So it could just really appear whenever the fuck, wherever the fuck. Because usually, I don't know, as far as most devils, we see an incarnation of something, a fiend. You know, the devil themselves are just there, or whatever. But this just popping out of nowhere from bodies is like, that's just crazy. And who's to say that this is just limited to the realm? Probably could have came from hell. And that's even worse. God, man, Fujimoto.
Yeah, I ain't really got much to say on this shit. I ain't really got.
He didn't give us nothing. Bro,
we really
no
just
concept.
The Falling Devil. That's really the prominent thing this week. Is just her.
Yeah, Falling Devil, trauma. That's it.
That's it, bro.
That's literally it. Nothing started.
And then it's like, yeah, I want to talk more about her past trauma, but like I said, like looking at it, it's like I don't connect to it. The impact did not slap for me.
I mean, it's just kind of very typical to throw in there.
Like it was just like, all right.
Yeah, it was a very typical throw in because it was like, oh, so she can get in people's heads, make them commit suicide, and also bring up trauma and appear out of wow, it's almost like this is a really plot convenient devil.
And it didn't just really like teach me more about Mitaka. It was literally just trauma porn.
Well, yeah, like, you already knew why she. Like, you already knew she had fuck with niggas.
It's like, oh my god, this tragic thing happened to her. Like, it didn't really like. I guess it speaks more to how she, but it really doesn't because that trauma doesn't. It doesn't because she was really that trauma doesn't even really connect to anything that she's really explored besides like I guess like her overall lack of will to live. Like I guess like.
Because we already had the context that she just had, trouble connecting with people anyway. So either way, if she had the cat or didn't have the cat, she wasn't gonna fuck with niggas. So it was just like, oh, the thing we already know about her from, reading? Crazy. And it did not shed any light whatsoever into anything. Besides the fact that we know now that she had a cat.
Well, Yeah, yesterday we were going to talk about 216, but 217 came out. I read both.
Oh
Situation is
yeah,
that the culling game is like coming to an end, I guess. Almost done, pretty much done. I don't know. He can't really.
it's in a limbo right now.
Uh, yeah, I was confused about him like being able to like leave and go to like the bath and stuff, but I guess like there was some kind of rule that
She
uh
had
the fucking
Yorozu.
Fujigora's like fucking yeah sister added.
Yeah,
Well, she's possessed by some like bitch that's obsessed with
Yorozu.
Sukuna. Yeah,
I didn't think that was a bitch at first. I thought that was a nigga, and then I was like,
it is a nigga.
ah, no.
It is a nigga.
Is it a nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes. I was about to say, I was like, I thought it was a nigga, but then it started sounding like it was a woman.
I I
But
don't
maybe.
think like he's actually. I think he's like on some fucking Hisoka shit. He's not really like romantically obsessed, even though he's speaking
Well,
like
no, he
that.
said he wanted married to and shit like that too.
But no, I'm saying it's like it's not actually romantic. Like I think he's like it's almost kind of like in the same vein as when May says like she had like her first crush was like fucking Fushiguro, and that's like his cousin. Like I feel like they got like a rapport because I think even Sakuna said that it's not like that. Like I think like he's obsessed with Sakuna, but it's not in a romantic way. It's more of like you're a powerful ass like nigga, and I'm just obsessed with you. Like it's almost like idolization almost.
Yeah, I mean it's weird though because I don't know the way she was acting or he was acting throughout the whole deal. It was I don't know the panels kind of was highlighting something of
He didn't really
a fact.
engage with any of it because he wasn't really taking it seriously. Because it's like
Well, yeah, he was just like, all right, if you kill me, you can do whatever you want.
because it's just yeah, because he already knows this. They were talking about it before he even showed up on screen. Like that, and that was the crazy thing. The villains are clearing up so much that they just got time to just sit around and gossip. But
Yeah,
like Nick and fucking so there's just like, hey, shouldn't we just be doing something? Like, bro, come on, let's kick it for a second. Talk about like fucking what's his
get that.
Kenjaku was just
Oh
like, hey,
yeah,
don't you want me to explain what the fuck my plan is? Like, you just want me to go and do it? Like, I want to tell you first. It's just like it's just talking. But yeah,
yeah. The fact that they just
yeah, they're just fucking talking. They just chopping it up. But yeah, they mentioned Yorozu, and they was just like, yeah, he they were already talking about that he does this, but people have implemented that it's a thing that's more of a session with power, and that's just how he is. He's just like that's just his nature, his personality. But people have only picked that up from just Sukuna, like when they were like kind of like mocking Sukuna in this like because of this report that they got. He was just kind of saying like it's not really like that. That's all he said.
I mean, yeah, I could. The only thing is with these kind of characters in this kind of situation, usually like those kind of bloodthirsty characters like Hisoka and everything, they're not like yandere weird like that. They just be like talking like maybe even sexually, but also just crazily about like
And
killing you.
also, it's like you can't really
Like,
say it's like something genuinely like a love thing, especially when they have the dynamic where she still wants to kill the nigga.
I mean, she
It's
could
like
be a freak that way.
it's like a battle obsession. And
It kind of was a
I
yeah.
think it's kind of just like a Selena Kyle like I'm dynamic where it's just that's just how this person talks shit.
I mean, maybe because I don't know. That'd be an interesting character. I've definitely never seen a character like on that level go as
Because it's even
like creepy
like because
yandere.
the when the first of all the way that brought up marriage was really goofy, and then it's like look at the things that she's saying, attaching marriage to it. It's like, and I won't allow a mistress, and I'll destroy 3 village for the ceremony. And she was talking about shrinking the head of every handsome boy in each village. She is not committed to Sukuna. This whole
Yeah,
thing,
see, that's a,
this whole thing is more just about being obsessed with him and it, like it's almost like a respected like battler type of thing where it's just like she like I said she's obsessed with his power, she's obsessed with engaging in combat with him, almost kind of like what would I compare that to? It's literally
I
just
mean, I
like
don't know because the thing is, there's like usually I've never seen. I mean, I don't usually see characters like who are the power obsessed, like get into the yandere bag. So she definitely a weird little mix of it. Cause like she talking about like
Ahsoka?
the wedding and all.
I've seen
I
this.
mean, he doesn't get
I've
to
seen
that
this.
bad.
I've
He
seen
talks
this.
about
I've seen this trope a lot of times.
well,
This
no,
is
but he's
actually
talking don't
pretty
talk
cool.
about like marrying niggas and all this other like romantically fantasizing shit. Like he'll look at niggas' butt.
I
He'll talk
think that's
about
just
like
a flair to
niggas.
her. I don't think she seriously
Well,
want
see,
to
that's
marry
what I'm saying.
him.
That'd be a first. That'd be a first one for like I don't know how
But it
long.
is the same trope. Like it is
Because
just.
even like S Def was kind of in a from like what's it called? Goddamn Killer Kill, not Killer Kill. A comic got killed.
But that's just
Like,
almost like saying just because S-Def kept that Ice Emperor as a fucking boy toy with his like dick out and shit like that, that also means that she wanted to engage in some kind of sexual act with him when really she just wanted to degrade her enemy. Like she didn't have no
well,
sexual
yeah, I
interest
mean,
in that nigga. Same
but you
thing.
know,
This
for
ain't no
Tatsumi,
romantic interest.
Tatsumi's the one she has the romantic interest for. She, processes that to Tatsumi, even though she's fucking up his niggas and
Well,
trying to
yeah,
capture that nigga.
but she didn't treat Tatsumi like that nigga that she killed at the beginning.
Well,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying. I was
that's
just using
when those
him
crazy
specifically
people
as an
were
example.
like, because those crazier people are like the battle obsessed. Actually think about when you see them actually like contemplating, like, oh man, I
But
can dream
see,
about me and him.
comparing it to
Da-da-da-da.
Tatsumi, but I guess this is just where me and you disconnect. Comparing it to Tatsumi doesn't make sense to me because I just don't genuinely think this person is romantically interested in. So that's
I
why
mean,
I
I guess
compared.
they'll have to see because
That's why I compared it to the first dude she SDF killed at the beginning because it's kind of like that. Just because she had that nigga in a sub position with a collar and kind of had this whole dom sex act, taking that and then assuming that she was sexually interested in this nigga because she was doing something sexual and not just a thing that's part of her character where she's degrading her enemy. This is another case of just. I feel like it's just another case of that. Like she doesn't genuinely.
well, no, I feel like that was clear because of course she didn't show any genuine feelings for that nigga. She just she had him in a dom
No,
position.
but I'm,
like she
I'm
was
not
told.
talking about feelings. I'm talking about sex.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying.
Is
I'm
it was
comparing.
made pretty clear that she wasn't trying to fuck that nigga. Like she was just torturing that nigga.
But I'm saying, but is it as clear as like okay, you understand the context of her character and knew that she did that as kind of just like her theme,
a torturous way,
yeah,
just to be
and not
vindictive
sex.
torture.
And in this context, you know that a fucking demon that's possessing somebody else's body and literally,
I mean, but that could also. Well, sorry, my bad.
and they've had this rapport for a very very long time. It's a known rapport. This is just how she is, or he is.
I mean, I don't know. That's all. Like I've really seen a character who just enveloped in this sense, like they're enveloped in fantasizing about that power crush person. Because a lot of them will talk about like, yeah, I want to eat that nigga, I want to kill that nigga, and then like, I'll make.
I'm pretty sure married has existed. Probably not in anime, but I've definitely seen a trope where marriage was thrown out when they really didn't want to marry them. They just wanted to hurt them, kill them. That dynamic's definitely.
I don't know. Usually when they fantasize like that, like even that one chick from King and Ashura, that one chick who went to have what's his face babies or whatever the hell, like she was just kind of, I guess, more genuine on that side of things. So usually when characters like that appear in a sense and they have like these yandere-ish feelings and start romanticizing,
but that's the thing is that's just where we disconnect. This isn't a yandere. This is just a nigga trying to kill another nigga, and this is just their battle rapport. This is no different than a nigga battling somebody and like having the personality of like what's that nigga in fucking God of War, the nigga that knew everything.
Heimdall?
Yeah, and Heimdall's whole thing when he battles is that he just fucking degrades nigga and talk shit to them and talk about
But
how
that's like
stupid they are.
that's like
his
a
own personality.
consistent saucy, what you call it though, like a consistent saucy.
This is how this person
personality
talks.
Well, I don't know, because I mean, even like flared up all yandere-ish and like kind of like.
Well, she didn't really do battle with anybody else. She wanted to fight Sukuna. This is their rapport.
I mean, but they actually made a binding vow that if he beat him, that he could do.
I feel like you're digging way too much into a comedy bit, bro.
Well, no, because when they make a binding vow, that's actually just it. That's just done. So they literally said that earlier, and just like they did it as a toss away in a comedy, but the fact that they actually made that binding vow is solidified. Because I believe when they do that, that means that okay, yeah, that's it. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I think you probably I think you got baited by a skip, bro.
Baited? No, that's. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see because I mean, it's probably gonna die in the next couple of chapters or so. But
which is why you was never supposed to actually take that seriously in the first place. Especially when this person said that also part of her goal is to die by Sukuna's hand. This is just. Well, yeah, I think this is just battle talk. This is almost like this is just like a chick like telling you to come in her when you're having sex with her, and she knew that she didn't really mean it.
I mean, I don't know, maybe because it's really before they got anything busy. They just started talking about like all the fucking marriage and bullshit.
But I feel like but there was almost talk like there was a history of them doing this, so this is just like her thing.
Because it almost seems atypical that it would just be like the unrequited love because he's just super crazy about you, wants to kill you, and because loves your power, and then the powerful nigga's just like, bro, get the fuck away from me. But I guess I don't know. We don't have really enough conclusive. At least I don't feel like we have enough conclusive either way. Because I don't know. I feel like I want to see a little bit more of how the character acts before. Especially with this new form that, they pulled out at the end. That shit's kind of crazy. But I feel like it's crazy to see Sukuna use Fushiguro shit.
She hardened her skin to fucking become a bug. That's her power.
Oh, wait, you see that behind it, too?
What?
That Fushiguro summoned out at the what you call it? It might be that big nigga. Because I thought he killed that thing.
What are you talking about?
You see that floating wheel behind his head? And it says Crackle.
Yeah.
See, I think that might be the wheel that was on that big monster that Fushiguro summoned out when he was about to just die. And he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to summon out whatever. And it was like fighting that nigga who could, well, it was in the middle of the whole bullshit that was happening in the city before Sukuna blew up the whole city. But like, if it's that thing and, Sukuna summons it out, yikes, that nigga was kind of crazy, actually. He was even given.
I don't remember this thing that you're talking about.
That was like, because that was around the time when like Nobara died and stuff. It was like Fushiguro's strongest summon. It was kind of crazy. So it might be like 120 or something, 120 in that kind of era. But I didn't notice that upon the first read. That's crazy. So the next chapter is really gonna get it on and popping. I just thought he was like saying, "Hey, it's good for a test drive," but that's crazy.
Literally a big bug bitch.
And he literally gonna step on without using Malevolent Shrine. It's just crazy.
I mean, she's pretty confident that nigga probably won't be able to kill her without fucking Malevolent Shrine.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking possible, but at the same time, if he summons out that thing...
She's competent in battle, it seems like. This is a person that's, like, literally hasn't just been diced up immediately.
That thing, though? I don't know, bro. A Sukuna
The fact that he has to even result to this is, like, speaking to that person's prowess already.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't know if because that thing was crazy. Like, it was fighting him inside Itadori's body and it was kind of going back and forth. Maybe not completely really going back and forth. He was still stomping that nigga, but that thing was crazy.
Yeah, I see what you're talking. So that's the thing. Is he just gonna be is he just gonna become the fucking 8-handled sword divergent sealed divine general Mahorgara?
I think he's just gonna summon him out. And if he summons him out as big as Nue got and as tough as those shadow dogs got, I could only imagine what that thing's gonna turn into when powered by the King of Curses.
But my thing is like, did Fushiguro have the will over himself before he summoned it?
To summon that thing, yeah, he did. He just said fuck it because he was
the thing had the will over it. I didn't see Fushiguro have the.
Oh no! Well, yeah, when he summoned it though, the wheel was on things.
The wheel was on the thing, yeah.
But no, he didn't have. Yeah, but it wasn't on Fushiguro.
That's what I'm saying. So
I think that's supposed to be the detail. That's like it might be a hint towards that thing coming out.
I get that, but it's like it could also be a thing where like maybe he like he tamed it, so maybe it's like some kind of like weird form that he gets exclusively because obviously he.
Yeah. Because that's what I was saying. I don't know what it's gonna look like he like puts his energy into it because he changed Nue and the demon dogs so bad. Like he turned them niggas into
Yeah, nigga,
Goliath.
if he has the 10 shadow techniques, why would he even want to like fucking
Use malevolent shrine.
yeah, like he has an
I guess
exclusive inherited technique in the Zenin family, like with some
it
shit.
doesn't really feel like. I don't know. I guess we'll see what's his face Yorozu is made of because it's like I guess he figures that because he's just using somebody else's ability, he can't make full use of it, and he is test driving it. But it is Sukuna, and if there's anybody who could tame that thing that he used, and oh my god, the elephants too, bro. What if the frogs come out crazy? The Chimera Shadow Garden just gonna be nuts. That'd be hard, bro.
Yeah, I wonder what his Chimera Shadow Garden has to be fucking
crazy, bro. Literally, frogs just gonna turn into dragons or some shit.
Yeah, because that just means like all his summons could just come out. So it's
soup
like,
up. Yeah. They just gonna be souped up off juice. An infinite supply of it, almost seemingly. Golly. Like, there's just literally no limiters on Fushigura's ability, which was already supposed to be pretty dumb. And then on top of that, he also still does have his own prowess and malevolent shrine. Damn, bro.
That's interesting. Well, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that shit. Yeah, let's look at what happened in One Piece.
Good things to come.
Yeah, there's really just not really much that to say this week, to be honest. There was not really much. There wasn't really that much gas.
Yeah. I mean, One Piece, it was just the big reveal. It was like, oh, wow. It was, what's her face? God damn it, I can't remember. York was the traitor. And it was just kind of like, eh.
Oh, not even just One Piece. I was just talking about those two that we just talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was like cool. Same time, I was like, whatever. We found out something, but now we're just waiting. And then Juju just really rimmed us like super hard. Just, you know.
I mean, yeah, there wasn't really. Well, yeah, I guess there was some things we didn't mention with Juju. I guess I should probably say, R.I.P. Ryu. Hannah definitely dead. Fucking the villains are clearing up.
You said Ryu?
Yeah, Ryu died.
Well, what's his face?
Grenade Blast, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot his name.
Yeah, Hana's just. I'm just gonna assume Hana dead.
I mean, maybe.
Goju
funny they mentioned
literally got sealed and Japan got fucked up within a month. That's what's happening. Yeah. The fact that this, like, the potentially, I think even the potential existing of fucking these niggas getting married in sibling bodies is fucking really weird.
Yeah.
And
imagine if it is just a pump fake and he somehow does.
And that would continue the fucking the trend of incest in this fucking book, because it was like fucking, what was it, Mei Mei and Yu or whatever that person's name, and
their little brother. And then
Mei
Fushiguro was kind of he's kind of passionate about his sister a little more so than.
I don't think Fushiguro gave me that vibe.
I can't remember what chapter, whatever it was. It gave me a second look. I was like, nah, maybe I'll just. But maybe.
Oh yeah, and Sukuna said he wanted to go to Sendai. That nigga cleared up. Where Miwa at? Like, Miwa just need to show up and just.
Miwa? You want Miwa to show up and
go
die?
in there and knock him. No, Manuka stand. I don't know. Miwa might actually run that nigga. I don't know.
Miwa might actually die.
I don't know. Miwa probably.
Miwa will die. So Miwa is Kobeni, really. She's skilled, but she just survives. That's just what it is.
No, she survived because she a goat. What are you talking about?
She's skilled, but she survives. She's skilled and she barely survives.
No, she's skilled. She's
meant to be dead
because she is
50 times over.
Because she's that big.
She don't do shit. She don't even do shit, bro. She's literally Kobeni. Except Kobeni kind of actually did shit. Well, not even really. You know, she's literally co-Benny. They're the same character,
I don't know that
just different
because I think
personalities.
didn't she trade with Goto?
Did she trade with Goto? No, she didn't trade with Goto. She got mocked. Every time she shows up, she gets mocked. Niggas just kind of shit on her.
She definitely traded
Besides,
with
like
that
when
nigga.
they went up with against Itadori and them, which even then she didn't really do all that good. Then still, she's never done really that good. She's always been subpar to nah.
I don't know. Her power is kind of crazy. I don't know.
It is crazy, but it's crazy because then she taught us about simple domains. But it's just crazy. She was just that. That was it. Now she's just irrelevant. Because why would she?
Is crazy.
It's not that crazy.
Anybody stepping in this circle get.
Bro, you know how many niggas have literally dogged her domain, simple domain shit, just because they like, bro, fuck it, like, get this bullshit out. Like, her sword is broken and stuff like that. I'm just like, man, you just don't get a break, do you? You are literally the saddest character in JJK. She can't do anything. She's just sad, bro. It's sad. I don't know. They really need to give her a little bit more glow up, but then I feel like if they just do it now, it's gonna be in a weird Gohan Beast way.
All right. Anyway, this stupid book. Oh yeah. Well, shit. Chapter dropped today. Honestly, so we got 2 chapters. The last one.
Oh, One Piece?
Yeah, because the trader one, there was one that just dropped today, and then we had the trader one.
Oh yeah, the one that dropped today was the reveal. Or I guess I already read that like a while ago. Honestly, we weren't really missing much. It was just whatever.
That's all you gotta say, you nigga. You supposed to be.
Nah, I'm kidding. But it's just like, okay, so in this chapter, we're just getting a little bit more of like, or is this the older chapter?
Yeah,
this is the older one. Oh, so yeah, in this one, we were just meeting up with the Seraphims who are going crazy. So now they're trying to fight.
Wait, did we already cover this one
then? I think kinda. We could recap it anyway.
Well, yeah, like, just go ahead and recap it, but I'm gonna bring the other one, the new one up.
Yeah, so basically in the last one, we found out that the Seraphim are going crazy for some reason, and they're not responding to the Vegapunk's orders, and we don't know why they're not responding to the Vegapunk's orders, because, they're probably the highest ranked people there. The only people who could chunk them would be, like, celestial dragons, or maybe, like, admirals or something. But, yeah, so that's being an issue. They're just trying to fight off these Seraphim in the most, kind of a goofy way. And Zoro's, of course, got to go chase down the Mihawk, the little Mihawk one, because he's like, I got to go fight that guy. And then the sword leg giraffe nigga also goes with Zoro because, they're boyfriends and all, and they just got to stick together. But then Lucci and, Luffy, it's just some tag team battles, the split up thing, the typical shonen trope of like, all right, everybody's got to split up into teams and do these random things. So now we're getting into the One Piece arc of random war. At least we got into it faster than we did in Wano, so I can be appreciative of that. If Egghead goes actually faster than Wano, I can really appreciate that. But we're basically where Wano was after like a year of being out. And, Sanji came to Nami's rescue as she was fighting a Seraphim, which she almost seemingly was looking like she was doing good, but these Seraphim are kind of tricky. Because that Jinbei Seraphim, he made her think, oh, you knocked me down. That nigga dove into the floor, came back up, he was about to bing. But then, Brook started singing all goofily or something, and he was able to distract him long enough for Sanji to come flying out the side of the cut and kick that nigga. And Sanji is just becoming like a crazier character now, because he literally took a punch from that Seraphim that is probably just as strong, if not somewhat stronger than Jinbei. He just took it to the face and he was like, yeah, nigga. I was like, okay, we just bossed up now. Sanji ain't getting played no more. Sanji don't get beat up no more. He a big nigga, big stepper.
Wait, when did this happen?
The one where he got punched in the face, that might be this one right here. Oh. This chapter. It was just like, man, I don't know. It's funny. It's funny. It's nice to see Sanji get his glow up. It's cool. And then Frankie's still going through that crazy weird stuff with being frozen halfway, because that happened somehow. But then, yes, this Seraphim just destroys Pythagoras, and then I'm like, man, these Vegapunks are actually getting killed.
I think Kizaru is going to fucking Egghead.
He is going to Egghead, and he's escorting a celestial dragon. They going there to clean up. They trying to get them out the cut. Because
Kizaru definitely be the type of nigga that would clean that shit up, bro.
You know, he probably definitely will. But that
Kizaru is actually scary for a lot of these niggas, bro.
Bro, that Gear 5, I don't know, these some different niggas now.
I realistically can't even see how y'all would even beat oh my god, hey Stella, you know.
Bro, it's an Emperor's crew now. And honestly would come with an Emperor's crew.
Is this how big York really is? God damn, you giant.
Yeah, bitch. She's giant, like actually very giant. For whatever reason. And yeah, she's just a demon. She just shot basically one of herself in the head. Because she wants to be the only one, I guess. And, you know, you would think, I mean, I guess, wow, you got us. The most unsuspected character is the traitor, the sleepy little, you know, whatever, lax, goofy face character. Wow, big, whoa. And then, you know, don't forget the fact that she was just frozen like 10 minutes ago in stone.
She just came out and immediately did this.
Like, that's just, like, what? It was just a distraction, I guess, or a pump fake. And then she just literally led them down there, shot that nigga in the head in cold blood, and is taunting this nigga. Like, what? Bro. That's just crazy. It's just crazy that happened and that he let that happen because he's, I don't know. Oh, it was weird. He wanted this chaos that he's causing. But these niggas is literally putting they all into dogging these goddamn like Seraphims, and it's literally to no avail. So I guess Seraphims are just the strongest One Piece character now. Well, I mean, I guess Shanks will probably just kill him. Maybe. Or bop these niggas. Either way. It's just, I don't know, man. These Seraphim are really busted. I get they have to be busted to, for continuity and to keep things going for a while, but they're just, look at that Sanji pick channel. That nigga took the hit to the face. He didn't even move, bro. My man didn't even move. That's a glow up. They really did Sanji right on that one. That's crazy.
That nigga just got punched in the face and you gassing him.
That's a glow up, bro. Look at him. He ate the hard, bro. Sanji, that nigga now. That's what that means, bro. Sanji is that nigga now. He literally came in, kicked that nigga in the chest, made that nigga fly back. That nigga punched him in the face. Couldn't even move that nigga an inch. What more says he's that nigga besides that? That's just crazy to me. And then, yeah, the fact that they land all, like, everything into these niggas. They're just bopping these niggas to no avail. I don't know. I guess we'll see where they go with this direction because it's looking kind of Resident Sleeper if they just gonna be fighting these niggas for the next 5 chapters.
Did they confirm that Kizaru was just coming here like a while ago or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, not a while ago, but just they actually just confirmed it this chapter.
This chapter? Damn. That nigga Peso tapped in. What the fuck?
Because, yeah, he might...
That's why I thought Egghead was mentioned before this, because that nigga in Admiral just talked about sending Kizaru to Egghead. Like, how do you know? And
I mean, the thing is, they do send Kizaru to places like that for reasons like that, so it wouldn't make sense that it'd be Kizaru. He just is the nigga. Like when they sent them to...
I think that nigga fucking Peso reading the Raws.
He might be. He probably did, but... Because they sent them to Subodi Archipelago. Was it Subodi? No. I'm thinking of the wrong... Whatever. Where they basically, the supernovas became a thing, and the worst generation was, like, noticed. The fact that they sent that nigga there for that one, it's just... He the nigga. He just the nigga they sent out.
Why didn't they send him, like... Well, I guess this is specifically for the Vegapunk situation, not really because of the Straw Hats running rampant and Wano and everywhere.
Yeah, no, he's just there for this He's just there for this Vegapunk shit.
She's just gonna come back and it's just gonna be York standing and probably gonna kill her, and all of Vegapunks are just gonna be dead because of Yorks. Why would you make satellites? And if you were gonna make satellites, why would you actively make one that is embodying your greed? It literally
doesn't make sense, bro.
You literally just set yourself up.
Bro, she was supposed to just be a goofy
If I was
character.
gonna make a bunch of
Ooh.
personality types, I would literally leave greed out of it. I would literally leave anything that would result
Anything
in a
bad.
personality type that would come back and harm me. Like, niggas, why would you
Bro, but
make
they
a
shouldn't have been able
greed
to.
satellite? Like, obviously, she about to run your whole shit. Like, what?
They shouldn't have been able to, bro. She was just smart and greedy, which is probably the worst combination you
Okay,
could put together.
so,
Well, maybe in theory that wasn't the best idea. But then again, I mean, there's Lilith, and Lilith is evil, actually
yeah,
evil,
that's why
but
I'm
smart.
like,
But Lilith hasn't done
but
anything.
even then, that's still just crazy. Because why would you make that? Why would you make greed and evil?
And be the smartest, be one of the smartest niggas in the world. Yeah. Bro, this is anonymous mode. Say whatever. Honestly.
All right, we're back. Sorry,
Never mind.
I'm gonna just have to edit that out and for YouTube, I guess. But anyway, pretty much like what was I about to say? Yeah, why would you make evil and greedy? He's supposed to smartest nigga, but this is supposedly supposed to be the smartest nigga, but he also got played for a long ass time and allowed some niggas pretty much to build off his back. Smiles, fucking. What else? What other crazy shit did they make? Fucking. They made Smile and all this other evil shit.
That's
Under
just
your
Mads, but Mads is just a bad group, right? There's just a
Well,
they was an
Mads
ambitious
was,
group.
but that's the thing is that they came together and they were supposed to, they were playing him like, oh yeah, we're all creating stuff to contribute to the greatest of. That's why he was working with them because he thought they were all on the same tip, and literally under this nigga nose in the same boat. They're just like, we're all the things that they were creating was definitely not like. How did you get
Bro,
convinced?
he had hope, bro.
Yeah,
In theory, there was.
yeah,
In
you
theory,
probably also
there
had
were-
hope in your creations labeled evil and greed.
Bro, greed does nothing but eat and lay around all day. You can't expect. No, that's stupid. Bro, no, the fact that the character literally did nothing but eat and sleep. I can see why he might let his guard down, but that is such a stupid thing to make. That's how when Oda made the Vegapunks, I was like, really? Really?
But yeah,
No.
man.
Lilith wasn't evil. Well, she is evil, but she's not really evil. So it's fine. Maybe. We don't know now. Maybe. Final thoughts, though, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually still excited for this this era of One Piece. I think the Vegapunks things is interesting, but I'm also a little bit upset because she's killing all of them.
Yes, that's why I was like, bro, wait, we just got introduced to all these pretty interesting characters and they're dying. What? That's why I'm like, nah, bro, we gonna have to see where this go. You making me kind of mad, but I think Oda said, wait, nah, y'all niggas want shit to be over fast? Get bet, I got you.
That's why I'm like, we get introduced to all these crazy characters. I love the Seraphims. I love the Vegapunks. I'm actually interested in One Piece, and they're just like, oh yeah, well.
Guess what?
This one of Shaka, one of the cooler designs that you like, his head just got blown off. How do you like that? You literally just got to join him for like 5 chapters before his fucking top got blown off.
Goddamn Pythagoras, the lovable big chump who actually turned out to be a little nigga, stepped on. Brutally stepped on and blown up. I was like, that's so Chaozu. That's crazy. Why did you do that? Oh my god. Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. I think Oda just went off his tip. He said, bet. Y'all want niggas to finish up? Y'all want niggas to die? Y'all want stuff to go right? Fine, androids. And guess what? They all die. I think he said, fuck it, bro. Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested to see where it goes, but I'm very disappointed if they just all die.
Yeah, the Juju battle's gonna be interesting. I'm interested in where this is gonna go. Chainsaw Man is a disappointment this week, but that's how it is. The momentum drop and then some crazy shit go happening, and then we're gonna fucking be gawking Chainsaw Man for the next 2 weeks. So.
Oh yeah, if he gives me any context to anything, just any context, it's over.
It's definitely gonna be a suckathon on there,
bro. The slurpathon.
But yeah, before my shit fucking cuts off again. Wait, are you playing Persona or am I hosting already?
I could probably play Persona.
Okay, well he's gonna load back Persona back up, and I'm gonna just be back here. So I'm gonna end the stream.
I'll probably get something real quick.
All right, yeah, we're gonna stop for a bit and come back. So yeah, this is the Wolves Den podcast, number 6. This was a short one, but I damn near almost postponed this one because I knew Chainsaw Man was gonna be dry. So the fact that we got anything at all is a blessing in itself. So we're just gonna take that, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. All right.
All right. Bye.